Imo women shut down oil companies over unpaid burial rites. Hundreds of angry women from Mmahu Autonomous Community, Egbema in Ohaji, Egbema Council area of Imo State yesterday shut down Sterling Bank Oil Company for refusing to pay the burial rites for 3 members of the community. It would be recalled that 2 youths from the community, Mike Imo and Abel Chioma, were crushed to death on March 8, 2020 by the security van of the company, driven by some military personnel escorting a tanker load with crude oil out of the village. Subsequently, a woman among them later died in the hospital. Following the protests that had erupted over the death of the youth, Governor Hope Uzodinma had visited the community on Sunday, March 9 to commiserate families of the deceased. Was said to have brokered agreement between the community and the company, resulting to Sterling Global reportedly agreeing to pay the families of the deceased the sum of 20 million for burial rites. However, 2 months down the line, the company allegedly reneged on its promise, a development that resulted in irate women of the community to besiege the company on yesterday, forcing it to stop operating in the community until the burial rites were fully paid. Spokesperson of the woman, Mrs. Ezinne Abigail Chimaoku, said that the women were not happy about the death of 3 of their illustrious children by the security trucks belonging to the Sterling Global Oil Company. According to her, the Sterling Global Oil Company, which owned by Indians, have refused to pay the burial rights of 20 million as agreed with the governor, Hope Uzodinma, since March, who had appealed to people to accept the little token and bury the deceased. We cannot bury the deceased person because of the traditional demands which must be perfected to enable them commence the burial process, else they won't be lowered into grave. Chimaoku maintained that as a result of the attitude of the management of the company, that the women decided to shut the company and block the roads for the death rights to be paid, and vowed that they would not vacate the entrance of the company until its management complies with their earlier agreement. They also vowed not to allow the company to thoroughfare through their village. Addressing the women, the army commander in charge of the company security, MS Akambi, who commiserates with them over the death, however, expressed surprise that the company had not paid the death rights, but they appealed to women to conduct their protest in civilized manner without the destruction of the property of the company. However, efforts to reach the management of the company for its reaction proved abortive. Viewers, believe you me when I say that these Chinese people and their company in Nigeria is causing too much harm to the citizens. It is either they maltreat and turn the citizens to slave by subjecting them to too many work in their factory, or they make them to do what they are not pleased or wish to do as a human, because these Chinese, they can do the unbelievable, they can eat the unbelievable. They are lawbreakers. What they cannot accept in their own country, they will come over here and do it. I don't blame them. Nigeria has given them that go ahead. Our government has given them that long hand. Can it be accepted in their own country? Didn't you see how they dismissed Nigerians in their country? Can't you see that? That is why I so much value and appreciate the president of Rwanda on what he recently did to 18 Chinese. He dismissed them out of the country. He sent them back to their country. You can imagine. That is it. They should be made to know that this country has a law, and so they should be able to abide by the law. You understand? They should be made to abide by the law. No one is above the law. What they cannot accept in their country should not be accepted in this country as well. Let's forget whatever they might have invested in this country. They may be the highest investors, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They must follow the law and do accordingly. For the people that they killed in Imo State, it is ideal. It is ideal they pay for their damages. Those women, those people that they killed with their truck, they must pay for their burial rights. I support the Imo State women not to give up until that promise is fulfilled. How can they just make a promise and turn it down all of a sudden? It's uncalled for. They killed some persons, and they should be able to pay for their burial rights. They should be able to pay for their burial rights. It's nonsense. If they don't do that, I suggest that the state should do something concerning that company. They should do something concerning that establishment. They should not be allowed to go. They should be allowed to pay for their sins. You understand? Because this is getting too much. Enough, they say, is enough and can no longer be condoned or accepted. They should not try to use any long hand or position. No way. That can never be accepted and should not be accepted, especially in Imo State. You understand? So my viewers, I'll tell you the reality. The reality is that these Chinese people believe they can come into any country and do whatever they like. Believe me, it can never be in Nigeria. Nigerians should stand on their ground and say no to this shit and say no to this mess. Enough is enough. If the president can accept that, the citizen cannot accept that. The president has accepted that because he is biased and is looking for a favor from the Chinese. But then the Nigerians, the average Nigerian, should say no to that and fight for their rights. Enough is enough. It can no longer be condoned or accepted. These women should fight for their rights. Their rights is what they should fight for. They should not allow themselves to be deceived. You understand? And that's just a fact. So I'm telling you this, whether the Chinese company like it or not, they must pay for their damage. The Imolite women should not give up until this promise is fulfilled. You understand? So my viewers, I'm telling you this, you take it or leave it. These people deserve the punishment levied on them, because they have caused too many harm than good on the people. Understand? So my viewers, I don't know what is your comment concerning all that I've just been said. Please don't forget to leave them behind. Click on the subscription buttons as well as bell buttons to get updated anytime I upload new videos. Thank you.